Good morning and welcome to yet another amazing announcement with regards to the Netball World Cup 2023. We are in Cape Town, the home of netball, and in just over a year, we'll be hosting the entire world in what will be a great tournament. We are here to grow, to inspire, and of course, to play. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your World of Champions. Now, let me get right into it. Joining me here on stage is a horde of women who are very key to the Netball World Cup 2023, which means that we're here for yet another massive announcement. So, to my left, we do have the MEC of the Western Cape, Renee Murray, who's going to be giving us a welcome. We also do have Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Ms. Notkawe Mafu, and to my right, we all know her. It is Netball South Africa President Ms. Cecilia Molokwane, and of course, Netball World Cup Board Chairperson Ms. Patience Shikwambana. And then from World Netball, we are joined by Claire Briegel. Now that we have all the key cognizants in the Netball World Cup 2023, it means that we have obviously a massive announcement for you this morning. I'm going to cross over to Ms. Murray first to, of course, explain to us why we're here today in Cape Town.
Thank you and good morning to all the listeners. First of all, let me welcome, as you've said, Deputy Minister Mafu, Claire Briegel for the World Netball CEO, President Cecilia from our own country, Netball South Africa, all the politicians, and then I must welcome the City of Cape Town, Alderman J.P. Smith, and then also Wanda McKessie from Telkom. Welcome to Cape Town. It's the most beautiful city and the events capital of the world. And sport has the ability to unite cities all over the world, and most importantly, to heal our communities. And that is exactly what the Spa Proteas Netball World Cup 2023 will do, and that's why we're here to celebrate them and to celebrate our press as well. Women will be given opportunities to strengthen themselves, to believe in themselves, to be strong in saying enough is enough and no gender-based violence anymore. The government, Department of Culture Affairs and Sport, the City of Cape Town, we have a deep desire to ensure that this World Cup will be memorable and be the best in the world. And we are more than ready to host the world now and in 23. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Murray. Now, I think we all do know that the Netball World Cup will be coming through to South Africa, Cape Town, the home of netball, and the Netball World Cup for the very first time on the African continent. And Ms. Cecilia Molokwane has been speaking about taking netball back to the people. The last time we were here in Cape Town, we came and unveiled the official Netball World Cup logo. Only a while to go until we welcome the world. What are we here for?
Thank you, Tato, and thank you to all the media people and the dignitaries that are here. Especially, let me say thank you to our Deputy Minister. And Tato, I want to say before I start, I love what I see in front. This is a panel of women to show that women are now taking up their space. It's time for women to shine. As we say with the World Cup that is coming to our shores from the 28th of July 2023 to the 6th of August 2023, where South Africa will end up on the medal podium. I cannot speak but not say that. In this very same venue, the City ICC, and to also welcome Claire, our CEO from World Netball, to be here. And you know that every time when we make big announcements, World Netball will be here to support us. You know, Tato, in 2023, that is next year, World Netball will be celebrating 63 years of World Cups. And in 63 years, it will be for the first time that it graces the shores of Africa. It graces the shores of South Africa. And as Netball South Africa, we are proud to say we are the ones that, you know, had the idea, and we approached our World Netball and said, we are ready and we know we can do this. And with the support from government, it showed that we are ready. Today, Tato, it's another big announcement that we're doing. And I'm glad to say we are going to announce today that we have signed the biggest deal ever. That World Netball was shocked, has never signed before. They were shocked at what is happening with Africa. And we're saying, as the biggest continent, we want to show you that we lead by example. We lead and the others follow. Hence, in 2023, we will be doing the same thing. We will be leading and everybody will be following. We are saying the broadcast deal has been signed and is the biggest broadcast deal ever. Because this time around, it's SuperSport, it's SABC, and it's Telkom. So it's the biggest ever, because we see SuperSport, our own. I want to proud myself with SuperSport because they've been our partner for years. When nobody believed in netball, they believed in us. And we want to say to SuperSport, thank you so much. And today they're bringing the sport to the world. And SABC, which is a national broadcaster, is saying we want to partner with you and take this to the people. Remember, hashtag taking netball back to the people. So SABC will be taking netball to the people and the World Cup to the people. Telkom will be keeping us, the ones that are on the gadgets, you know, very busy, to say, even on my gadget, I can watch the World Cup. I will be enjoying exactly what the people in Cape Town will be enjoying. And remember, Telkom is also our partner in netball. So I'm proud to say our partners are here to say, netball, we did not only believe in you when you were not nowhere, but now we believe in you more, that you show that as women, you can do it. And Tato, I always say, if you want a job done, send a woman.
I must say this is absolutely fantastic news, especially knowing how much hard work you and your team have been putting in since the announcement in 2019. To see it all come to fruition and getting all these big partners to work together in bringing the Netball World Cup 2023 to South Africa, to the world. Kudos and hats off to you and your team.
Thank you so much, Tato.
Now, Mema, for the last time we were here, you also spoke about how the logo and the yellow in the logo embodies hope and faith in our young. Now we've just announced this massive broadcast deal between SuperSport, we have SABC and Telkom working together. Our youth are definitely going to get inspired by this Netball World Cup.
Look, Tato, the excitement is palpable.
Yeah.
This is the best news ever. But particularly for that young girl that is down there in the rural areas, who will be part of this World Cup now because of this sponsorship and this partnership. Because what this announcement says, it says we are able to take this World Cup to every corner of South Africa, to every corner of Africa, and to every corner of the world, which then means that yellow, that hope, we are now making it alive. One of the good things about this World Cup, I don't know if you have ever thought about it, Tato, it starts in July, which is a Mandela month.
Yes.
And it ends in August on the 6th, which is a Women's Month. And for me, that on its own speaks volumes. It says, for once, we are taking women's sport very seriously. For once, we are elevating women's sport into the country and to Africa to a level where everybody will realize that women have got the capacity and women can do it. Where we are going to be able to show off the best of the World Cup that we've ever seen. Watch and learn.
We will watch, we will learn. We will play and we will inspire and grow. Of course, South Africa successfully hosting a Rugby World Cup, Cricket World Cup, Football World Cup, and now the Netball World Cup, brought to you by your World of Champions, SuperSport, SABC, and Telkom. But also, another very important partner is Patience Shikwambana, who is the board chairperson of Netball World Cup. Mayor Patience, you've spoken about the business of Netball World Cup. You have always been serious about always meeting the marks. Where are we now as we are reaching closer to 2023 Netball World Cup at this very venue?
Yeah, thank you very much, Tato. I think I need to first say that we are excited as well as the Netball World Cup board or the company for this great announcement today. It's an addition to our partners. So we're growing the family. I like to use the word family. So we're welcoming SuperSport, SABC, and Telkom into the family. Thank you for raising your hands, because that's what it has been we've been saying around the issue of the World Cup. And we are hoping that whoever that is watching, can they also open their doors, because we need more family members for us to make sure that this event becomes a success. I think from our side, this kind of an announcement, what a great day that we chose, or a month that we chose as the board to announce it in the month of the International Women's Month. And if most of you have seen it, 2022, their theme is very clear. They are saying, let's provide healing, but let's also promote hope. So we're doing it from our side to make sure that this happens. But I think, back to your question, just to indicate that from our side, we've progressed. I mean, the fact now that we've got this deal signed today, we're now going to start to be closer to our loyal viewers, which is it's Netball, in terms of giving them an update how far we are. We currently finalizing our commercial partner so that we can start going in terms of really doing the same in terms of telling people how we're progressing as the board. But the second part to it is that soon we'll be appointing our tournament director, who's going to be running our LOC. I know if you remember in the Netball South Africa's event, when they were launching the Netball Friday, the issue of the mascot, we've asked people to give us concept around that. That's another thing that we're working on. And obviously from our side, once we get going as a board, all what we want to see through this partnership, it's engaging people, giving constant update, confirming to World Netball that this cup, it's going nowhere. The World Cup is going to be hosted in this country. We are assuring you, with this kind of partnership, there's nowhere else we're going to go. So we are assuring you clear that at this platform, we are on track. I always say, you might be moving slow, but it's better you're moving forward, but not moving backward. Yeah. And thank you very much for that.
Continuously moving forward as the Netball World Cup 2023. Now, I do also understand that Ms. Claire Briegel has been here for a week. How has your time been in Cape Town? And of course, listening to the ladies and seeing this wonderful amalgamation of the broadcast deal being completed, the legacy projects for Netball 2023. What has been your impact, and also how have you seen everything in Cape Town?
Well, I'd just like to thank you enormously for the warm welcome that I have every time that I come to Cape Town, every time that I come to South Africa, every time that I come to Africa. And we really are in a world-leading netball nation. So it feels like absolutely the right place to be hosting our World Cup. And the announcement today really underpins World Netball's vision to be open to all. And this really embodies what we're saying in terms of the growth of our sport, to make sure that it's seen by the eyeballs around the world. So the opportunity to have it broadcast to all of the nation has been a fundamental part of the strategy, and it's just so delightful for all the hard work that was put in to bring these agreements together, and really very excited about it. And for me, talking about the legacy, I've had some wonderful visits in the last week, seeing the reality of what the Netball World Cup means in terms of the impact on a nation. So going into, we were up on the West Coast, or West Coast as I now know it's to be called, and seeing the courts there, seeing the equipment handover, seeing the facilities being made in the communities, not just in the richer cities. These are actually grassroots courts, facilities that mean it's an enjoyable experience for young girls to come and get changed and get ready, get showered afterwards. These are the fundamental building blocks that will just grow this great netball nation and see it right to the way to the top. I cannot wait to see the Proteas playing in their home country. They come around the world. They're fantastic athletes, but it all starts in those grassroots courts. So warm welcome. Vision open to all. What more do we need? It's fantastic. Thank you so much. And thank you to all our partners.
Now also, Cecilia, we're here for this massive announcement with regards to the host broadcaster, but this is also a very big part for South Africa to play, because it's not only Cape Town that's the home of netball. It's not only South Africa which is hosting the world. We are also shining the light throughout the whole entire continent, because it's the first time on the African continent. So it is our onus to do it right.
Definitely. Remember, Tatu, I'm also the president of Africa Netball. So there's no way that I cannot talk about Africa. By the way, South Africa is in Africa. So we are one big family. So we cannot run away from that. So Africa, the nice thing about this is all the countries that will be participating in the World Cup from Africa will also be given free to air for their countries to watch them play. Wow. So that is what we are going to do. So if Zimbabwe qualifies, Zimbabwe will see Zimbabwe play. Wow. If Malawi qualifies, Malawi will see Malawi play. If Uganda qualifies, Uganda will see the Ugandans play, because we want them to be part of the World Cup, even though they are there. And we are saying, as an African World Cup, we would love even other countries that will be participating. Remember, in August, in South Africa, in Gauteng, from the 20th to the 27th of August, we are doing the Africa qualifiers, because we want to see which African country qualifies to come to the World Cup, because, we don't struggle to qualify as the Spa Proteas. We every time qualify, because it's in our blood. But we will be participating as the host country, just to give our African counterparts that competition that they need, and to show them how it's done. So Africa, as we are part of we are Africa, and Africa is us. We are there in partnership with them, because remember, I always say, as Africans, we must pride ourselves with what we have. We have the natural athleticism. Mm-hmm. And I think we are missing that as sports people, that we've got our own unique style of playing netball. And we must go and showcase the world. As the biggest clay continent in the world, we must show it that we are there. And the more we showcase this, even the other African countries that are not playing netball, they will be aware that netball is here, and they want to follow netball, and they want to be part of netball. Hence, today, we even have our Africa Development Officer from World Netball, who's with Clay here, Miss Joan Smith. All the way from Namibia. But, I had to call her and say, come in, Joan. And she has to say, yes, boss, I'm here. So for us to say the legacy that we are doing, remember the legacy is about Botswana, yes. The legacy is about Ghana, which will be hosting the 2023 All Africa Games. Yes. The legacy is about also the USA. You will be surprised that we're doing a legacy in the USA. USA, when it comes to netball, South Africa is there at the top. They are there, down there. So we want to pick them up and show them how it's done. So Africa, don't undermine us. we have the power, we've got the capacity, we've got the skills, and we'll showcase it when we help the others. Because we say when you rise, rise with another woman, never rise alone.
And you know, that's what I love, Cecilia, because the Netball World Cup 2023 is all about to grow, to play, to inspire. And like Patience says, put your hands up. It's time for the Netball World Cup 2023 right here in the home of netball in Cape Town. We are here at the Cape Town International Convention Centre for the host broadcaster announcement. It is SuperSport, your World of Champions, SABC and Telkom, who will be bringing you the first of the Netball World Cup on the African continent.
Three, two, one, roll. Stand by to go. Ready, rolling. This play is everything. They've got to go for ball. Can you believe it? It's all over. What a story. My goodness, there's shock, there's belief. What a moment. Thank you very much. Three, two, one, and go. Pen over. Stand by 19 wide. 15 next. Close up lights. 3, 2, 1, roll. Stand by to go.
Don't wanna miss it, don't wanna miss it.
15 next. Close up lights. 3, 2, 1, roll. Stand by to go. Ready, rolling. This play is everything. They've got to go for ball. Can you believe it? It's all over. What a story. My goodness, there's shock, there's belief. What a moment. Thank you very much.
Host broadcaster for the Netball World Cup 2023. On my left, you do have a SuperSport CEO, Mark Jury. You also do have Wandam Kize from Telkom in the middle, and Gary Rothbone from SABC. Thank you so much for joining us on this panel discussion. Now, Mark, we've seen a great video that's been played out. We've heard the massive players speak about World Cup 2023 here in Cape Town. Your World of Champions has been a cognizant part of netball in South Africa. But what exciting news do you have for us today, Mark?
Tato, thanks. Look, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to be in Cape Town and to be able to showcase, I think, one of the greatest cities in the world to the rest of the world. And as a proud South African, I'm wearing my South African flag socks today. So I think the Deputy Minister could see that. Listening to Cecilia and her colleagues earlier, you've just got to love the passion and the excitement that's in the room today. It's a very, very special day. We are proud partners of Netball South Africa and very, very proud to extend that now into the 2023 World Cup that's, just over 500 days away. Mm-hmm. Something that we're really excited about, I think Cecilia said a few things there, and two that really stuck out for me was, let Africa lead and the rest of the world can follow. And if you want a job done right, send in a woman. And perhaps that's a bit ironic that I'm sitting in this chair than you are today. But I think the really exciting news that we want to share with everyone today as host broadcaster of next year's World Cup in terms of SuperSport beaming those pictures around the world is the fact that we have committed and will be doing that with an all-female crew. It's the first time. Yeah, so it is the first time that a global event of this nature is going to be produced by an all-female crew, and something that we are very, very proud of, and something we're going to hang our hat on as the World of Champions.
Sure, that is a massive, massive, massive announcement. Wow. And especially because, Patience, you spoke about the fact that this is going to be after Nelson Mandela Month, on the cusp, obviously, of Women's Month. And that's exactly what Ms. Mafu had said. So this really is telling that the World of Champions is cognizant of the world around them and what's happening.
Definitely. And I think from what SuperSport is saying to us, it's going to really inspire our young girls, as the Deputy Minister has said, that women are also capable. Their place is not only in the kitchen. And this kind of an announcement from SuperSport is giving us confidence as women. It's giving confidence to women in sport, So we're really delighted and very happy that they are now pushing the brand of saying, women, it's possible. You can do anything in your life. Nothing can stop me as long as you're dedicated.
Sure, definitely breaking boundaries and making sure that women are in the fore, because we are professionals. That's why we're all sitting here today. Now, Gary, Cecilia has always been talking about taking netball back to the people. As the public broadcaster, this deal is also absolutely fantastic and massive for SABC, noting that we've been hungry and waiting for netball, and now we've got more young girls to be inspired who can tune in at home wherever they are and watch the Netball World Cup.
No, absolutely. That is the real, for us, it's the most important thing. As the national broadcaster, it just makes sense that we are bringing such an important national sport, such an important national event, to make it available to all South Africans. That really is so much about what we are. And I think as well, I'm very glad the way that we've all been able to come together, the combination between SABC, SuperSport and Telkom, to do this, to make sure that nobody is going to miss out of seeing the national team in action. And just following Mark's great announcement as well, it's very nice to know that millions of South Africans will be able to see that all-female crew in action thanks to the SABC. So we're very, very proud and excited about that as well. So thank you very much, SuperSport. But yeah, I think that is, it's going to be a great event for us, and I think it's going to give all South Africans a reason for an amazing amount of national pride, and it's going to really give the game of netball a really, a push forward. And, I think we've built an incredible platform here for the game, and, as the President says, we're actually pretty good at it, basically, and we've done well with it. But it's time now to take it to the next level, and I think that the World Cup is going to provide that platform, and I'm really glad that SABC is going to be part of that to bring it to everyone.
I'm also quite glad because we do know that you do have a wide reach across the country to make sure that everybody does not miss a minute of the action. Now, Wanda, when it comes to Telkom and their involvement, you have been involved with netball, supporting them for quite some time. I think it's really cool. We are in a digital age, and everybody can now go through and also catch whatever they need to through Telkom.
Most definitely. I think Telkom's commitment around netball has been showing around the development around women. We, as you've indicated, been involved in the netball, and it's so exciting to basically build on our partnership with SABC to then give the opportunity to not only just view it, as we're aware, not necessarily happening during hours where people may be available in front of their TVs or in their homes, so the ability to watch it on the go. As Telkom, our mantra has always been that we want to make sure that giving access, leaving no man behind. And for us, this is it. I think the amazing announcement from Mark, also just, I'll catch on where Gary is, showcasing women and, from a production perspective. We're also definitely going to tag on in that spectrum. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for South Africans to really get a view, get a feel, also get to understand their champions, and celebrate our women and what they do within the country. I think for many years there hasn't been that opportunity. And I think this amazing partnership is not only going to show what our girls can do in South Africa, but also around the world, as we've indicated previously.
To grow, to inspire, and of course to play. Now, Mark, when we also look at the World of Champions, we've been speaking about splendor of high definition. This is what we do. We've hosted and broadcast tons of tournaments, Rugby World Cup, Football World Cup, Cricket. What different elements, other than an all-female crew, can we expect from SuperSport, your World of Champions?
Toto, I think, look, from our perspective, we're treating this as our first major global event that we've had since FIFA 2010 World Cup. So there's going to be a number of new technology advancements that we bring into this game for the first particular time. A lot of them we've still got to clear, I think, with World Netball in terms of just exactly what we bring through. But we want to bring the viewers closer into the action so that they can really feel part of it. It allows those who aren't in the venue watching live to feel very, very close to the action and understand the characters and the women involved. And I suppose those sort of on-court battles, which, hopefully the Proteas will come out on top of. We've been putting a lot of pressure on Cecilia to make sure that everything she said on the stage here today becomes a reality, and come the final in early August next year, that we certainly see ourselves and our women's team competing.
And I think Ms. Cecilia has already put pressure on the Smart Proteas herself to say, we have to do well in the very first Netball World Cup in Africa.
Definitely, as Mark is saying, Tato, I'll keep you in limbo for a moment. Mm-hmm. We are still going to announce something that is towards the Spa Proteas, which is big, also. I trust you. Yeah, no, we don't say and don't do. Yeah. Netball South Africa says and do. We just don't talk, we action. So when it comes to that, we are not asking the Spa Proteas. We are actually, in a polite manner, in a very nice way, saying to them, no pressure. However, you must end up on the medal podium. There's no pressure. Simple. It's simple. I don't know what is that Coach Dorette Badenhorst and Dumisani Chauke and Captain Bongim Somi don't understand in no pressure. The thing is, you must just end up on the medal podium. So, and I know that with the support that we'll be announcing very soon, as Netball South Africa, you'll understand what we're saying to them. No pressure, however you can do it. If Marlene Wagner in 1995, who's here, is a coach that won the silver medal in Birmingham in 1995. If she's here, she could do it in 1995. She can give us the recipe of how they did it in 1995. And we do it in 2023 in our shores and in our country, in front of the whole country, in front of, you know, there's nothing like home ground advantage. They say, in my language, so
It's going to bite you.
yeah,
the snake.
don't even do that. When a snake is in its hole, don't go to it, because it will show you wonders. So we are saying, actually, this is the home ground. We have the support. We have the support from government, 120% support from government. And we cannot sit here and say we don't have support from government, because we will be giving South Africa and Africa a wrong perspective, the perspective that what is happening in what we are doing. We have the support from government. We have support from all our partners. We have a support from SPA. We've got support from SuperSport. We've got support from Telkom, Energate, Gilbert. You know, our girls, for the first time, they will look superb, beautiful in their Puma. So, you know, it will be there that Puma is designing things. When I saw some of the designs, I was like, come on, you're out of this world. And that is what encourages the girls. Remember, Tato, how you look and how you feel contributes more on how you perform. So we've got those kind of partners, Tsoho-san. We've got those kind of partners that we have with us, and we need to say thank you to them. We are where we are because of them. If they didn't come to that, and the SPA portiers are performing and doing what we do because of all our partners. And as I said, wait for that announcement.
I cannot wait. I'm waiting in bated breath to find out what other announcement Mesisila Mulukwane does have, because when she does it, she always goes big. But now I'm going to go back to Gary Rothbone. Gary, I'd asked Mark exactly what we can expect from the World of Champions Super Sport. And you obviously spoke about taking netball back to the people, making sure it's going to reach wide across South Africa. What else will SABC as a public broadcaster be bringing through to the Netball World Cup?
Well, I think there's two key elements, basically. You know, in the build-up, you know, we've got quite a long period of time now before the actual event comes. So we've got an opportunity here to start re-engaging people broadly, you know, across the country with the game, start bringing them the stories and getting them behind the national team, you know, introducing them to the players. And so a lot of content that we want to kind of start rolling out now between now and then, so that everybody can get that buy-in. So by the time we get there, people know their players, they know who the teams are, they know who they're up against. You know, the fans can really start identifying with, you know, what it means. I think that's the first most important step, to make sure we get that message out across as widely as we can. And the other element, obviously, of course, that we bring to it is radio. So that means that people will also be able to access this, you know, the stories, the games, and everything on our radio platforms in the different languages. So I think that element is also, you know, it is a really strong and important element that we bring as a national broadcaster, to make sure that everybody can be engaged, regardless of whether, even if you have a TV, or whether what languages that you want to actually engage with that sport on, we're going to be doing that. So our planning around radio is just as important that we want to do as we will with television. But that's the main thing, is start getting the story out now, getting people excited, and getting that narrative, so that by the time we get to that World Cup, everybody is ready to go.
I also want to get final remarks from Wanda and Mark. I mean, Member Cecilia Mulukwane is talking about the lengthy relationship that she's had with Telkom and SuperSport as partners, and they've carried them through. Netball World Cup 2023 brings out a new spec, exciting times, and for Telkom, this also just extends your relationship and really a marriage made in heaven.
Most definitely. I think it's almost as if we foresaw this when we started our partnership with netball, and I think it's only growing, and I think it will grow some more as we move forward. I think as Telkom, our vision is really to see how can we better, how can we, create better opportunities, as well as from a visual perspective, as well as from just the technology that we're able to provide through to our citizens. And yes, marriage made in heaven, and it's only going to get better.
And Mark, we've had schools netball, we've been broadcasting netball throughout Super Sport, and we've also got different platforms, DSTV now, Showmax and all that. And this partnership, like I said, to Wanda, gives us new avenues to bring out something more exciting, like you also mentioned earlier on.
Yeah, absolutely, Tato. At the moment, we did a little calculation the other day. We're showing over 1,500 hours of live netball on an annual basis. So our partnership and our commitment right from our schools project all the way through universities and through to the professional game is certainly there for all to see. And I think just again going back to the fact of South Africa is a proud sporting nation. We love to win and we love to be able to showcase how good we are to the rest of the world. And from a hosting point of view, I think that runs very true. We've got a proud history of hosting global events, and I think next year's World Cup, to just understanding what the great experience Claire's had here this week, is going to be the best World Cup that netball's ever seen. And I'm pretty sure that all of our involvement in that is certainly going to make that a reality.
That is definitely words to close off the show with. We are going to have the very best Netball World Cup ever seen in the whole entire world. Closing remarks from Patience Shikwamana. Patience, we've had a successful launch today, an announcement of the host broadcasters. You've spoken about the business of the Netball World Cup and making an announcement later on with regards to the key cognizants and key role players in that. What more can we expect from the board?
Yeah, look, from our side, we want to start with playing our oversight role as a board, and that's why I was emphasizing the fact that once our LOC is up and running, then things will start to happen. But also I want to emphasize again here that we are asking that the fact that we've now announced the 3 partners or members of our new family, we need more members of family for us to deliver this event. If you're talking about having a best ever event, you need more people to come through. And I must say that from our side, we also, on behalf of the board of the Netball World Cup, we sincerely appreciate the partnership. It's always said that if you associate yourself with the best, you'll become the best. And that's why we're here. And really, this family, being a family now, we're going to work together to make sure that we go out there and sell and talk about this event that is coming to South Africa next day.
I like what you've said, Patience. We are a family. And Claire, you're also a very key and important part of this family. You've spoken about what you've loved about the legacy projects here in Cape Town. Seeing the announcement here today as we draw closer to the event, as World Netball final remarks.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm beginning to feel it. It's becoming real. So let's. I'll take this back. I travel the world now, which I can. I'm so pleased to be here. So hands up. I'm here. Yeah. We're all going to be here. So yeah, this is a great launching pad for us to really start all our commercial programs, to just take the Cape Town Netball World Cup to the world. And I'm really thrilled for you all and for all the support that we have from the South African government, Deputy Minister, from the province, from everybody, and now 3 fabulous partners coming on board. There's only one way, and it's up. So, thank you.
Hands up. Ms. Cecilia, you have to please close it for us with your final remarks from Netball South Africa.
Netball South Africa has never been this excited. Netball South Africa loves it now that our partners that we have been partners with for a very long time, they didn't wait the time when we needed them most. Said we're stepping back. They said we're going forward with you. No matter. I said to Gary the other day that when you come to Netball South Africa, it's like you are entering a marriage. And unfortunately, in the past years when I had a husband at that time, I used to look for the expiry date on my marriage certificate. And I couldn't get it. So when you are with Netball South Africa, it's unfortunate that the partnership and the marriage will stay forever. And in this kind of a partnership, there's no until death do us part. It's ketile ketile. You'll go with us forever. So we want to say from Netball South Africa's side, we are humbled. We are really humbled, and we are appreciative of the gesture and everything that has happened. Hashtag taking netball back to the people. Hashtag making netball fashionable. Hashtag magnificent 3M. Hashtag NWC 2023. I thank you.
Thank you so much for everyone joining us this morning from the Cape Town International Convention Center for the announcement of the Netball World Cup 2023 host broadcasters. I'd like to thank all my panelists here this morning, Mark Jury from Super Sport, Gary Rathbone from SABC, and Wandam Kize from Telkom. Of course, Mam Cecilia Bongane from Netball SA, Patience Shikwambana from the board, and also Claire Briegel from World Netball, not forgetting the Deputy Minister, Memafu, and of course MEC here in the Western Cape, Murray. Thank you so much for joining us here for yet another great broadcast. And as Cecilia promised, keep it here. There's more to come. It is hashtag Netball World Cup NWC 2023, taking netball back to the people. From myself, Tato Moyeng, and the entire Supersport crew here this morning, it's good day and take care.
2.
For a minute, just for a second, don't wanna miss
Pen over.
don't wanna miss ya. Heart
Sent by
is
19 wide.
racing, I'm impatient, don't wanna miss ya, don't wanna miss ya. There's
15 next.
no other I need to find.
Close up lights.
You're the only one
3, 2, 1, roll.
only you.
Stand by to go.
Flame inside, only you.
Ready, A, rolling. This play is everything. They've got to go for ball. Can you believe it? It's all over. What a story. My goodness, there's shock, there's belief. What a moment. Thank you very much.